So to understand, not just to understand like intellectually, but to have a really visceral sense of the pain and suffering that is caused and related to the depths of the evil that is government, that is, I did evil in the name of government. And it's easy for me to talk about it now,
it's hard to admit,
13 years out. But yeah, it was a big process for me learning to admit that. I hope that in some way the story can serve as an example.
I hope so too. Yeah, that's the good message.
The hardest thing waking people up is getting them past their attachment to statism and being able to admit that they were wrong. It's a measure of humility.
Right. And that's why some of the most powerful words you can speak were "I was wrong," and not when it comes to little petty things, but the big worldview shattering. You have to accept that you may have been fooled, or you may have just been ignorant.
I joined the military. I sent my kids to war. I have family members who were cops. I've paid taxes my whole life. I voted Republican or Democrat for a long time, for decades. And to say, holy crap, not just was I wrong, but my wrongness contributed to the greatest evil empire the world has ever known. My wrongness contributed to the greatest source of human suffering, aside from that which is in our own heads, but externally, government is the greatest source of violence in the world, and to be able to admit that is not easy for a lot of people.
Yeah, right. And you can go into a Stockholm syndrome or cognitive dissonance there, and that's why a 9/11 can happen right in front of your face, and it's too much to question, because it's not just that event; it's the whole life that you've lived to that point needs to be questioned. So yeah.